seen war before.
It will be the first of many.
Oh, I do hope so.
How do you like your dress?
It's beautiful. I look like a traditional folk person.
We all do.
It's so different from the old uniform I used to wear back when I was at school. This dress is so colourful.
Wait until you see the men in their hats, boots and waistcoats.
And hear the glorious music.
You've been so good to me, Uncle. I've been reading, playing games, and riding horses to my heart's content.
If anyone deserves a break, it's you, my dear.
Besides, your uncle loves to spoil us. Why else would he let me do no housework and set up my own lace-making school?
Have you told him about the furniture shop you want to open?
Not yet. I'm waiting till after reserving to catch your feathers.
Looks like you won't be waiting long. I think the music's about to start.
Her father Gladys Long was only making a little money from teaching, which was just enough to help Joseph study medicine. Both Bronnie and Murray had dreams of studying too, so Murray decided that she would go and work as a governess to support Bronnie while she studied in Paris. Murray moved to the flat dull farmland of Strucky, where she took up employment with the Zaraski family. She made friends with eldest sister Bronca, but it was her relationship with the eldest son, Kashmir, which proved the Victorian point.
I don't know, Murray. These scientific equations are too hard for me.
Nonsense, Bronca. They're easy once you see how they work.
That's just the problem. I can't. We're not in a laboratory. We're sitting at my desk on a farm reading a textbook.
So let's imagine we're in a laboratory then. Here are the gas burners, here are the glass beakers, here are the chemicals, and there are the solutions. So, what should our experiment be?
You make it sound so simple.
I've learned a lot from my father. His scientific knowledge is truly extraordinary.
As is his daughter.
Compliments will get you nowhere, Bronca.
It's true. How many other people would be brave enough to set up a school for the poor in our kitchen?
Education belongs to everybody, whether they have money or not.
I'm not the only one that thinks you're terrific, am I?
Whatever do you mean?
Come now, Murray. I've seen the way you and my brother look at each other. Don't pretend there's nothing between you.
I have nothing to hide.
We'll see about that. Here comes Kaz now.
I apologise, ladies. Why interrupting?
Only a confession.
Really? Who's broken about him?
No one yet, but maybe someone's about to make one.
All right, Bronca, give it a rest. Come in, Kaz, we might as well tell her.
Tell her?
About us.
Are you sure, Maury?
She's more or less worked it out herself.
So it's true. You and Cass are more than just friends.
We have been for quite a while, Bronca.
How wonderful. But when did it start? Who was who? Details. I need details.
Well, it all started when I returned from Warsaw University. I believe it's mutual.
Our courtship has been very discreet so as not to compromise my role as a governess.
I understand completely, but you'll need to tell Mama and Papa at some stage.
I know, I just don't know when.
You need to find the right time.
With Mama and Papa, I don't think there's ever a right time.
Your parents both home tonight, aren't they?
Of course, for supper.
Well, then let's bite the bullet and ask them then.
Over supper? That means I'll be there. I could give you moral support.
I suppose we could.
Let's do it together. That way they'll see how serious we are.
All right, supper it is.
Oh, how sweet. My brother, my governess, how romantic. I just hope no one gets indigestion.
But Mari and Casimir's union wasn't received with as much favour as they were hoping for. As soon as he had announced his intentions to his parents, he discovered how prejudiced they could be.
Married to a governess? Never! Say they're in love, good heavens above. They're both far too foolish and young. They say what they feel is perfectly real, but must put a stop to this poppycock by putting our feet firmly down. The sooner we declare the end of this affair, the sooner our dear son will not drown. She's a governess, he's a student. What an utter mess, so imprudent. There is no chance for this romance. This will be their final dance. She's a servant, he's a scholar. We're the fervent or improper. We must give this mismatch a shove. There's no future for this young love. They've only just met, or do they forget how little that they've been together? They've hardly spent time on this pantomime, and now they are talking forever. Really not thinking, perhaps he's been drinking, but now that we know they can't hide. He wears just one dress, her hair is a mess, she'd make such a bad-looking bride. We must put a stop to this poppycock by putting our feet firmly down. The sooner we declare the end of this affair, the sooner our dear son will not drown. She's a governess, he's a student. What an utter mess, so imprudent. There is no chance for this romance. This will be their final dance. She's a servant, he's a scholar. We're the fervent or improper. We must give this mismatch a shove. There's no future for this young love. She's a governess, he's a student. What an utter mess, so imprudent. There is no chance for this romance. This will be their final dance. She's a servant, he's a scholar. We're the fervent or improper. We must give this mismatch a shove. There's no future for this young love.
Zaraski prevented Kazimierz and Mary from marrying. Devastated, Mary wanted to leave and rejoin her family, but had to continue in her position as governess because she desperately needed the money. In time, her fortunes began to change. A year later, her father was appointed director of a reform school and started to earn even more money. Even more exciting, Ronia finished her studies and wrote to her sister with the invitation of a lifetime.
Cher Marie, ça va? Ça va très bien. Ici à Paris,
Even a garden check would do.
That might be the best we can do. So, Mademoiselle, why magnetism?
The attraction of two elements is always a great mystery.
And you wish to solve it by yourself?
Well, I'm used to working alone, but I know you're an expert. For anything you can teach me, I'd be pleased to learn.
Come now, mademoiselle. I heard you're quite an expert yourself. Didn't you come top of your class in the salon?
How's that pays off?
It certainly does, but it still takes an extraordinary person to begin with.
I suppose.
Have I said something wrong, mademoiselle?
No, monsieur, it's just someone else wants to call me extraordinary.
A friend?
Someone I haven't seen in years. Someone I love very much.
I apologize. We must sometimes make sacrifices in this field. I myself have lost someone very close to me 15 years ago.
I'm very sorry to hear that, monsieur.
But that's in the past. I've come to the conclusion that all I have is right in this room.
I understand. Love and science don't really mix.
Yes, but the best we can hope for is
Magnetism?
magnetism. Yes.
How strange that we agree when this is our first meeting, and yet I feel we've met before. I'm drawn by your firm greeting. When two like minds do meld, who knows the end result? A mystery attraction is never once unfold. It's magnetism, and nothing can be done. The sheer precision of two becoming one. It's magnetism that's sharp the reeds are rent. No subdivision, just scientific fact. When forces are at play that drag us both together, it happens every day. You can't resist forever. And when the force so strong, it cannot be denied. We know it won't be long until we're side by side. It's magnetism, and nothing can be done. The sheer precision of two becoming one. It's magnetism, that's just how we react. No subdivision, just scientific fact.